Hello YouTube, LD50 here, back with another video, and today we're going to revisit our Raak Attack FL4K and incorporate some new items which will make it a little bit interesting. It's a different way to play the build, or it's certainly different equipment to play, and I think it was worth making a video on. So we'll dive straight in and have a quick look at the skills. The skill trees. It is a basic Raak Attack build, so all the way down to the bottom Megavore with the red tree, all the way down to the bottom of the green tree, the power inside, and down to Frenzy and He Bites on the blue tree there. We're using the Spider Ant Scorcher, and obviously we're using Raak Attack as our action skill. You want to be using Raak Accelerate and either Flock and Load or Raak Open a Cold One, doesn't really matter. I happen to like Flock and Load. We want to be using the Peregrine Com, because whenever Flax Raak hits an enemy, they drop a grenade. The effect has a short cooldown. This one is quite a good one because it has some splash damage on there, action skill damage and cooldown rate. That will help us to spam our action skill, and the splash damage will help to boost our damage overall. The new items that we're going to use with this build. So obviously, as I've said, this is a deathless build, so we're going to use an Atom Bomb deathless. The Atom Bomb will improve the efficiency of the radiation damage from our URAD anointment here, which we'll talk about in a moment, and the deathless will allow us to proc the URAD anointment here. So that's the reason that we're using this deathless. This one has booster radiation damage and area of effect damage. The SMG damage is not so important. The new items that we're going to use with this build are the Guardian Angel with the URAD anointment, the Revolter shield with the action skill start anointment. So quickly, the Revolter shield gives you 200% shock damage, bonus shock damage on action skill, or on breaking the shield, and the action skill start anointment will effectively break the shield for you. It won't physically break the shield, but it will give you the effect of breaking it, so it will proc the on depleted become shock enraged for 15 seconds, and obviously, as I've said, it deals you 200% bonus shock damage. That can be boosted then further by the URAD anointment here, and also the Guardian Angel, which is a new shotgun from DLC 6, will give you a bonus to your damage based on how far away you are from the enemy. At the maximum distance for the stacks, it will give you 5 times damage, and that applies to absolutely everything, not just the weapon damage. It applies to your URAD damage, it applies to the Revolter damage, it applies to the action skill damage from your racks, and it also applies to your pet damage. So we are getting massive boosts to damage here. We're getting bonus radiation damage on all of our damage, we're getting bonus damage from the Guardian Angel, and we're getting 200% bonus shock damage. Now, the older items that we've incorporated are the Ghast Call. The Ghast Call is a non-anointed grenade. If you ever see anointed one, it's modded, but it should not be anointed. And that was a Halloween event item. During the Halloween event, these would drop, and also a special type of anointment called a Terror anointment would also drop. The Terror mechanic is something that's unique to the Halloween event, and these items will not drop outside of the event. If you do want to get these items, you'll most likely have to trade for them. It's usually pretty easy to trade. You can trade on the Gearbox forum, you can trade on Reddit. There are plenty of trading groups on Facebook and Twitter. I don't feel that you would have any difficulty getting hold of items with these anointments on. Now, the melee attacks have 25% chance to apply terror to yourself. That's best on a face puncher, because the face puncher deals melee damage, which means that you can fire the face puncher and apply terror. Or I happen to have the action skill end apply terror to yourself every 3 seconds for the next 18 seconds on this Fearmonger here. Now, that anointment could be on any weapon. just happens to be on the Fearmonger here. It's just to apply terror to ourselves. And the reason that we want to apply terror to ourselves is to improve the efficiency of our Ghast Call. When you're terrified, the Ghast Call will produce more iterations of itself. It will be stronger. Obviously the Peregrine Com will be dropping the Ghast Call for us. And being terrified, the Ghast Call will improve its efficiency. And the Guardian Angel here will improve the damage if we can keep our distance. The URAD anointment will provide further damage, as I've discussed, and the 200% shock damage will be applied as well. So pretty much you can go around and spam your action skill, and you won't even have to shoot your weapon. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a trot over to the Maliwan takedown. I'm going to run through that probably on true takedown mode. So this may be a longer video, we shall see. If I don't do the whole of the Maliwan takedown, I might just join in with this video halfway through. Perhaps after the Valkyries, I don't know. We'll see how we get on. But I'm going to go and complete the Maliwan takedown, record it, and demonstrate the power of this build in that environment. So I will catch up with you back somewhere over at the Black Ops Maliwan takedown site. So I'll see you in a moment. Welcome back. We're here at the end of the Maliwan takedown on true takedown mode. We're about to go and take on Wotan and see how the build deals with that aspect. It's likely I may go down a bit. I'm not the best player in the world, so I apologise for that, and I am running a deathless build. But let's just see exactly how much damage we can get out of this build. Try and keep moving here. Yeah, I went down because I stepped on a mine. Let's see if we can get back up from our pet here. There we go. Let's hop around and oh, we got a second wind there. Let's see if we can get up on. Right, we've got some flying action going on here, and I managed to get a second wind off of something. Top half's gone. Let's see if we can get ourselves terrified and well, there we go, takedown confirmed. Now, very scrappy. I am certainly not the best player in the world. But as you can see, this is absolutely stupid amounts of damage out of this build. If you do like running a deathless build, this is probably the build for you. If you like to do the maximum amount of damage. So, Wotan on true takedown. Apart from my poor gamesmanship, where I went down a little bit, we had no trouble dealing plenty of damage. So we'll just have a quick recap of the gear and skills. We were using the Guardian Angel for distance bonus damage, and this is a URAD build, so we have the URAD anointment on there. We were using the Fearmonger to apply terror to ourselves. The other option we could have used would be being the Face Puncher. We had this Monarch for second winds, didn't really need it. We're using the Revolter with the action skill start here. Peregrine, which has got some good passives on it. A Deathless, which is going to activate our URAD anointment, and our Vindicator Ghast Call. Skill wise, green tree, nothing in the purple tree, minimum in the blue tree, and all the way down to the bottom of the red tree. Obviously we do have full Guardian ranks here. And we were playing on Mayhem 11 because I don't like the modifiers. So that is the updated Raak Attack Ghast Call rack build for Flak. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet. I might come up with a tasty description in the name, but that's what it is. So I do urge you to give this a go. If you're struggling to get the Terror Anointed items or the Ghast Call, I strongly urge that you do some trading. There are many options to trade for these items, and many very helpful people who would be delighted to help you out with a Ghast Call or with some Terror Anointed gear. So there we go. That's the build. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please consider leaving a like and consider subscribing to the channel. That would help me out a bit and give me some motivation to make some more videos. I've been LD50, you've been lovely, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.